Alright guys, there it is. It's all tacked into place. Got the rear light brackets or boxes tacked on. I got some corner marker lights. I'm going to put on a 45, recess those back in, and then I'll probably end up taking a chunk of angle iron to come over and then back down into the side of this box, tie it in over here. But I like to try and keep these recessed just in case you're not paying attention like you should be and you back into something or somebody backs into you. Frame rails are fairly straight. I got a couple of little snake bellies in it here and there, but when you have to reuse used material or I'll put short sections together, it happens. This one's a little bit better. There's only one bow in it coming down the side. The bed's within 1/8 of an inch of being square. I can't complain too much about that. I think this gap from the back of the cab to this front cross member, there's a total of a 1/2 inch difference from the driver's side to the passenger side. I checked the rear one off the rear frame and the spring hangers, because those are riveted on, and everything back there is on the money, side to side, front to back. So I'm thinking the cab's just cockeyed a little bit. But everything is tacked up. So it's going to be a weld fest for the next day or so for me on this. And up here at the front, and back here at this cross member, I'm going to take a piece of 3-inch angle iron and I am going to stand it up like so, and it'll act as a reinforcing stiffener for this, and then with it being stood up like that, it'll give me some place to bolt my mud flaps to back here on the back side. I'll do one here, one up at the front, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one, but I'm going to stick it on this side pointing down, and that takes me to the opposing side of the spring hanger from the tires. So if I want to hang another mud flap here, I won't ever have to worry about it getting chewed up by the tires. And then in through here, I'm going to end up taking a piece of angle iron and center it between the tires and have the point facing downwards like that all the way to the rear one here. So this way when I put the checker plate deck on, I've got something to stitch weld to and keep it from flexing if I put something heavy on here. And then yesterday I went on a road trip. I got some oil drill pipe. It's right around 31 feet long. And this stuff measures 2 7/8 OD. So that'll make it 2.5 inch ID. And I'm going to take one chunk of that And I'm going to build a headache rack for this truck out of it. Probably going to end up coming right about there, come up to this body line, and then I'll do a miter joint going up, and I'll probably buy a fitting and then miter the fitting at the top so it's a nice smooth bend coming over. Do that up, and then just below this body line, probably at the top of that or the center of this one, I'll run a horizontal across. And then down here on this one, I'm going to run one on either side of the subframe here, coming up and tie into this horizontal cross member. So when I put my winch in, I can go just to the inside of that with some 2-inch, bring that out, and then down, and that'll give the winch some protection. And if I do snap a cable, now it's not going to go into the back of the cab. I'm going to put some some plate steel between all the uprights to this bottom horizontal cross member, and do the same thing with that 2-inch coming over, and that'll give me some place to mount a roller fair lead too. And then 2 more sticks of that pipe I'm going to end up building a cage for my dozer out of. It's got a hard cab on it, but there's no real protection to it. I got to trim these down. I cut those a little long, but I'll get those trimmed down. So next time you guys see this, I'll be doing nothing but welding on it. Alright guys, thanks for watching.